Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our weekly MLB betting update show that we do with Doug Upstone. Right now we're taking a look at futures odds. Today is July 3rd, and right now we're going to take a look at the National League. Doug, thanks for being back with us.
Peter, I am happy to be back here. Looking forward to a big 4th of July weekend here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and obviously to everybody else, happy 4th of July to everybody be watching these videos. And the National League, sometimes I guess you have to be a little patient to watch the teams rise to the top like they should, and this has been the case here in this instance.
All right, thanks for those wonderful July 4th weekend wishes, Doug Upstone. Now let's get to the National League, and we just got finished analyzing the American League, and we thought that big long shot Seattle in the American League was the team that had the most value, and I think maybe we have a similar situation, although not quite as stark, in the National League. Right now the Dodgers are what I'm seeing the favorite. They're about 3.5 to 1 to win the National League. Then Washington at about 4.5 or 5 to 1. But there's a couple of longer shots that I'm thinking probably have a lot better value. First would be Milwaukee. They've been the best team to bet on in baseball on the year, and I'm seeing them at about 7 to 1 to win the National League. And then Pittsburgh. I've been very high on them since their offense got a lot stronger with Polanco and a couple of other guys starting to heat up, and I'm seeing them at like 25 to 1 to win the National League. So if I had to make a bet now personally, I'd go with Pittsburgh if I get 25 to 1 or better. What do you think, Doug Upstone?
Well, in this case, Peter, I'm going to disagree with you on Pittsburgh. Unlike you, I'm not quite sold on them. Yes, their offense has been somewhat improved. They've also taken advantage of a very favorable schedule, and to their, I commend them for doing it. But they played a bunch of losing teams, so that's really has helped them. We'll see when their schedule picks back up if they're that potent or not. The team, though, that I personally like for a long shot is the Cincinnati Reds. And yes, I understand they just got swept by San Diego, and they scored a grand total of, I think it was either 2 or 3 runs, and looked absolutely horrible. But with that aside, previous to that, they won 8 out of 9 games. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 series and have been building momentum. They have 5 really good pitchers, starting pitchers. Their bullpen is starting to finally take shape, and Chapman is closing games at the end now once again. The only thing that I wonder about is that they're getting production from a number of different players, but 2 of them they're not are Joey Votto and Jay Bruce, which is really their big thunder guys. So if those 2 come around, I look at Cincinnati, to be a team. I believe they're 17 to 1 as a long shot right now. I like their chances potentially, if they keep playing well, to make it, to be a factor in the National League.
Yeah, and I know Cincinnati had, a lot of injuries on offense earlier in the year, which has contributed to their losing and probably contributes to their big futures odds right now. And but the same thing, though, happened with Washington. Washington had a lot of injuries on offense earlier in the year. They were kind of slumping a bit. Now they've gotten a lot healthier on offense. Bryce Harper is back, and they've started to win. They've started to become a good bet, and they're about 4.5 or 5 to 1 to win the National League. So what do you think about Washington? Is Washington like similar to Cincinnati but a better version?
A couple things on Washington. Yes, there's no question they're playing well. Their pitching is also outstanding. I mean, they're in the top 3 in almost every important category in relationship, to pitching. The thing that I wonder about this team is their intestinal fortitude. If you go back to May 20th, when they have lost a game, only once have they lost just once. Always it's been 2 or more losses. And to me, that's a real concern about a team, is that, you need to be able to just stop things. Yes, you're going to lose every team. I mean, Oakland just lost 3 in a row. They're going to play Toronto. That could be, even tougher for them. Every team's going to go through that. But this team, this has been kind of their MO the last 3 years. They're just not that tough mentally. And then Mr. Gatorade boy, Bryce Harper, he's come out and, saying that here's how he thinks the starting lineup should look like, in his opinion, after missing 57 games because of an injury. It's a very tenuous team to me. Things could certainly work out. They could definitely be a play-on team. I don't think they offer much value at basically plus 400. Right. But I'm not sold on them as being a team that I would play right today.
All right, awesome analysis, Doug Upstone. So your official pick as of July 3rd for best value to win the National League pennant is Cincinnati?
No, my best value is the Milwaukee Brewers and the Dodgers. I would put those 2 at the top of the list, and I would have Cincinnati as the best long shot to take.
Okay, what odds do you have for Cincinnati right now?
I have a 17 to 1.
Okay, thanks so much, Doug Upstone. Now let's move on to a World Series futures odds.